now it's time for our afternoon news. And let's get the very latest on this major terror plot that's been foiled in Melbourne. 3 of the suspects are going before court this afternoon, so let's go live to Nine's Dougal Beattie, who's been across this story for us all day. Dougal, have any of the men appeared yet? All right, Dougal, thank you. Now, there's been a major breakthrough today in one of Australia's most expensive and infamous cold case investigations. A 48-year-old man has now been charged with the murders of 2 of 3 women who disappeared from the upmarket Perth suburb of Claremont in the 1990s. Let's go live to Nine's Scott Cunningham. Scott, amazingly, 20 years on and we finally have an arrest now. Scott, thank you. It's been a night of violence in Sydney's CBD, and as you can see from this footage, pretty wild scenes really, as we had 2 groups of people brawling in the middle of the street. Let's go to Nine's Elise Baker for more on this. Elise, where are police up to in their investigation now? All right, Elise Baker, thank you. Well, dashcam video has emerged of a truck ploughing into a Christmas market at Berlin earlier this week, the attack that killed 12 people. 24-year-old Tunisian man Anas Amri is the main suspect but remains on the run from German authorities. Now his family has spoken out about their shock. That Christmas market has now reopened, albeit with security ramped up at the site, and we're going to have more on that story for you a little later. A raging fire has sparked the evacuation of more than 700 people from Japan's west coast. The blaze started in a restaurant kitchen and spread to almost 200 buildings. It took firefighters more than 10 hours to bring that fire under control. Incredibly, just 2 people were treated for minor injuries. A funeral has been held for Russia's ambassador to Turkey, who was shot dead while giving a speech in the capital Ankara. An off-duty policeman assassinated Andrei Karlov, then shouted the killing was in revenge for Russia's involvement in Syria. Teams from both Turkey and Russia are now working together on the murder investigation. Thai police have rescued 2 baby orangutans, which were going to be sold on the black market for more than $27,000 each. Officers, well, they posed as buyers to trick the conmen, and then after receiving a tip-off about an illegal trader on social media, they swooped. And those little ones, well, now they're doing well in a new home. All right, stay with us. Plenty more to come on Nine's afternoon news, including bats, shovels, a gun, and the armed intruders who left 4 people in hospital. Plus, you think e-cigarettes are a safer option? Well, think again. And one for the ladies, exclusive pictures, Hugh Jackman, topless, a scare with a shark at Bondi Beach. Details on that next.
Australia's Christmas Day terror. Police raids foil alleged attack. The landmarks targeted. The fallout. The latest developments. A current affair tonight.
An unattended candle is so far being blamed for a fire which tore through a home in Brisbane. As Nine's Darren Curtis reports, the owner managed to escape just before the flames tore through the property. Now, Christmas has come early for zookeepers at Sydney's Taronga Zoo, with 2 adorable little koala joeys appearing just in time for the festive period. These gifts, well, they didn't arrive under the tree, instead emerging from their mother's pouches at about the age of 8 months old. A tiny male and a female, and just like their parents, they've already got a taste for eucalyptus, lapping up some leaves there this morning. All right, let's get a quick check of the weather now with Justine Conway, and the heatwave, it's already started in the southeast. Justine.
Oh, it has, Tom. Adelaide hit 33 yesterday and 38 today, but it's now unlikely to be classified as a heat wave. The official definition of a heat wave is at least 5 days with maximums 5 degrees or more above the monthly average. For Adelaide, the December average is 27.2, and although it's an extremely hot spell, it's expected to come to an end on Monday, so it will only be 4 days, but I'm sure the residents of Adelaide will agree that is more than enough. Melbourne was cooler than expected today, only getting to 24, and that was because cooling sea breezes picked up earlier than anticipated. But suburbs further away from the bay were up to 10 degrees warmer. Melbourne can still expect a heat wave. The December average is 24.2, and it's forecast to exceed that by at least 5 degrees for the next 5 days. There's cloud about in Sydney today, and that will keep it warm overnight. It only dipped to 21 degrees, but the mercury moved up another 3 to a top of 24. It's been warm in Perth, 33, 25 in Hobart, but it's cooled down this afternoon. A hot one in Canberra, 31, 33 in Darwin. I'll have all the forecasts, including what's happening on Christmas Day, for you later, Tom.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Justine. All right, still to come on Nine's afternoon news. Startling statistics in Sydney, with almost 20,000 drivers already fined this holiday period. Plus the Jeopardy contestant who's captured American hearts. Her incredible story up next. Plus we've got all your sport highlights, and Mitchell Stark, well, he is fired up ahead of the Boxing Day test. And the smallest Sydney to Hobart boats, well, they're all banding together ahead of the Blue Water Classic. Right now, though, here is a look at what's happening in tonight's news at 6. All right, time for all your sports headlines. Clint Stanaway is across everything for us. Stanners, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Tom. Let's start with cricket, and Aussie paceman Mitch Stark says he's well and truly ready for a Boxing Day debut this Monday against Pakistan. Corey Norris has the latest from Melbourne. Thanks to Rob there. And the Adelaide 36ers claim their 8th straight NBL win, taking down Perth 78-74. Lightning quick guard Jerome Randall willing his side to victory with 10 points in the last quarter, including this incredible dagger. Adelaide is now top of the table with 10 wins for the season. And Thomas, that is the latest sport for you, but of course we'll have more for you at 6 o'clock.
Great stuff. Thank you, Stanners. And that is where we will be leaving our Gold Coast viewers. Your next bulletin is at 5:30, right after Millionaire Hot Seat. Now, a contestant on the popular American game show Jeopardy has captured hearts after it was revealed she was battling cancer. The 41-year-old woman went on to win more than $100,000, but died before her 6-game winning streak went to air. Heartbreaking stuff. All right, stay with us. Plenty more to come on Nine's afternoon news, including the very latest on the major terror plot that has been foiled in Melbourne. Plus, after 4 years of fighting, we finally see the horrific battle scars inside Aleppo. Plus, an eye test for Alzheimer's. Could this be the key to early detection? And it's the great festive food rush. It's on well and truly now ahead of Christmas. We'll be crossing live to our reporter next. 10 blind people in London will receive bionic eye implants thanks to funding from England's National Health Service. The pioneering technology sends wireless signals from the brain to the implant, and usually it'd set recipients back close to $150,000. You're watching Nine's afternoon news. These are our top stories. Police foil a major terror plot in Melbourne, arresting 5 people over a plan to attack iconic sites on Christmas Day. One man has been injured in a wild late-night brawl which broke out in Sydney's CBD. And dashcam video emerges of the deadly Berlin Christmas market attack, with the main suspect still on the run. All right, let's get back to our top story this afternoon. And 3 men have now appeared in a Melbourne court charged over an alleged Christmas Day terror plot. Let's go live to Nine's Seb Costello in Fed Square. Seb, a fast-moving story this one today. Bring us up to speed on where we're at right now.
And Tom, of the 7 people arrested this morning, 2 of them remain in custody, yet to face a court. We understand they may well be released without charge. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, thank you, Seb. Next on Nine's afternoon news, finance and the all-important Christmas weather forecast.
Tonight at 6, police foil an ISIL-inspired Christmas Day terror attack in Melbourne. What does it mean for local events? A Gold Coast man accused of taking a luxury yacht for a 24-hour wild ride, and the simple test that can screen for Alzheimer's.
Good afternoon, and there's only 2 sleeps until Christmas, so let's get into the forecasts. Tomorrow, Sydney can expect a top of 27, but thunderstorms could spark up in the west later in the day. Just a slight chance of a shower in Brisbane with a top of 28. It'll be a hot one for Melbourne, 33 with the chance of showers and possible thunderstorms in the morning. Adelaide is heading for 37 with the chance of a light morning shower. Warm and sunny in Perth, 32. Canberra is heading for 30 degrees with the chance of an afternoon thunderstorm, 24 in Hobart. Now to the all-important Christmas Day forecast. A light shower or 2 for Brisbane, 28. Dry in Sydney, 27. Warm in Canberra, 31. But afternoon thunderstorms could bring up to 8 millimetres in showers. Hobart is looking beautiful, partly cloudy with a top of 29. Hot in Melbourne, sunny and 35. But Adelaide will be our hottest capital city, set to reach a scorching 40 degrees. Perth is heading for a sunny 33. And it'll be stormy in Darwin with the chance cyclone Yvette could make landfall around Broome, so unfortunately it's not looking all great there. But wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. Tom, I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Justine. Let's have a quick look at finance. The All Ordinaries closed down 16 points. One Aussie dollar is buying 72.1 US cents. And that is all from Nine's afternoon news. I'm Tom Steinfort. Have yourself a great evening.